Hi there, Scorpio. It's Amanda here with TikTarot to do your reading. This is a general love reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for August of 2020. All right, let's make it a good one because the last few have been tough. I feel like a lot of people are going through it right now in COVID, in quarantine. I mean, well, let's see what's going on in your love life, Scorpio. All right, so you're struggling with something. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. Something's difficult right now. You're competing. You're invested in this person. But I feel like you're just starting to realize that maybe you should invest more in yourself, fill your own cup. So it just seems like you're kind of depleted, like you've really fought for this or for something that you are very invested in, obviously. You could be dealing with the Sagittarius. But I feel like you're starting to realize that like you could just be investing in yourself. Be dealing with an Aquarius. I'm thinking about an Aquarius. I feel like that it's hard to focus on yourself. I mean, because it gets lonely. But at the heart of the matter is the High Priestess. So that's like, it's like in your gut, you know what's right for you or what's best for you, and it's not always like, doesn't always please everybody. It's like we do what's best for ourselves. Sometimes we hurt people in the process, and sometimes people do what's best for them and hurt us, you know? But I feel like it's like you need to focus on yourself, Scorpio, but you're still not ready to walk away from this connection. You still have hope for it. Or you know that investing in yourself right now would probably be a lot easier, but you really love this person. This is your soulmate. So you're not quite willing to give up. And I like that. So I feel like there is somebody in your life that you might be having a hard time, but I think that you still have hope for this. You see things lining up. It's just that you can't play the victim. So if you're like, you can't blame this person for everything. At the end of the day, it's like, we're all responsible. We have a part in it, so I don't know, I feel like you've been kind of not giving as much of yourself lately. Or maybe this person hasn't been helping you, or they've been being selfish, and so you're kind of mirroring them. But it's like there's some games being played, but it's silly. It's not really working because there really is love here. It's just that maybe you guys are getting kind of codependent, spending too much time together, things like that, and starting to get on each other's nerves. But ultimately, I feel like there is love here, and that you do want to go toward your person with love, Scorpio. It just seems like y'all have been, and I was picking up on it immediately. At the beginning of the reading, I don't even think I flipped a card yet when I was like, quarantine is COVID vibes. I was just feeling like, I don't know. It just seems like y'all have been spending a lot of time together. And so it's kind of affecting the relationship in a negative way, but in making you guys feel like, oh, I need to walk away from this person, but I wouldn't move so soon. I wouldn't like make that move, like take action like that right away, because I think that this is somebody that you are invested in. It's just right now it's a struggle. Like I feel like it's been on your mind. Oh, I just gotta move on. You know, you wanna leave this behind. And you have to be careful how you think, because once you start thinking like that, those things start to happen. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius, an Aquarius, a Cancer. Let's see what you're using your intuition about. So this could also be, Scorpio, that you are really wanting to reconcile with your person. So another version of what's going on here is like you guys could have actually had a separation. You could have walked away from something already, but you know that this is your person. And so the plan is to reconcile, is to get back together, is to win this person back, you know, because there is still hope, and you guys are probably soulmates. But it's like the games that were being played needed to stop. So that's the other vibe I'm getting, which is probably why I was like, yeah, like you're invested in this person, but there's a struggle right now. Maybe you guys are spending too much time together, or were spending too much time together, and then you went through a separation. But ultimately, I feel like there is love here, and you are going toward this person, or they're coming toward you after somebody has walked away, or both of y'all have walked away. But I do see reconciliation here with the Five of Swords. Possible reconciliation. And that's why there was this persistence here. That explains that, because there is love. It's just that you guys are like blaming each other, you know, rather than being like, you know what? I was da-da-da-da, and I want to make it right. How can I make it right? Or what can we do? You know, rather than like, well, you did this and you did that. And that's what this card is. It's like victim mentality. Well, if so-and-so hadn't, la la la. Well, I mean, I'm sure that's probably true. But I mean, if you love somebody, you gotta eat a little bit of humble pie sometimes to be with them. So there's the Judgment in the world. So, you know, what happened here was this, what I'm seeing is a cycle had come to an end, right? Like whatever patterns y'all were stuck in recently, it just wasn't working, or it's not working. And so it's coming to an end, but on a good note, because it needs to, so that it can possibly work in the future with a little bit of assessment, like, okay, what isn't working? Why are we doing this? What can we do differently in the future? And because we really love each other, right? But like the way things were going or are going are just, they're not vibing, right? And so that cycle has to come to an end, or is coming to an end, or will. And but I think that there is a hope, right, to actually figure out why things went down the way they did, or why they're not working out, and fight for this, right? Fight for it, because it's worth it, right? But it's gonna end on a good note, or it's ending on a good note, and that it's not over, because there's still love, but it's over for now, or it needs a break for now, so that you guys can go from this rough waters to calmer waters. Bottom of the deck, Six of Swords. Could be dealing with a Leo. But I mean, what's at stake here is your happiness, right? And so that tells me that what's important is that you get to a better place, right? And with the Sun card at the bottom of the deck, I mean, that's just a very clear sign to focus on yourself, or focus on raising your vibration, getting happy. What can you learn from this? And how can you build trust again so that you guys can have a new beginning? Passionate one. That takes a little bit of honesty, like maybe somebody here owes someone an apology, but you have to figure out for what and things like that, and that takes a little bit of time. But I feel like there are some broken hearts here, but I also feel like this relationship is worth saving. So that is your reading, Scorpio. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like a live reading, I do those, and you can get the link to sign up in the description box below. Bye.